All alone in your hotel room, bloodshot eyes looking to leave the gloom, climbing up that stairway where you can almost taste the sky, then dropping through the atmosphere, asking yourself why through tears. That needle in your vein feels like ice. On a night like this, you don't think twice. Paradise comes with a price. Too hard to listen to advice. Your heart and mind stuck in a vice. Paradise comes with a price. When you come crashing down, you can't let go and touch the ground. Is that what you really want, to leave this world right now? So stuck in hopelessness, deep in your own darknesses, you push yourself to the edge. Leave that note behind on a ledge. Paradise comes with a price. Too hard to listen to advice. Your heart and mind stuck in a vice. Paradise comes with a price. Maybe nobody will ever understand, but are you really willing to take that chance? Paradise comes with a price. Too hard to listen to advice. Your heart and mind stuck in a vice. Paradise comes with a price. Paradise comes with a price.
That right there is none other than Sabrina Fallah. Now, she is a rock singer. She's a singer-songwriter, guitarist from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. She grew up listening to Michelle Branch, Avril Lavigne, Kelly Clarkson, Simple Plan. She's a big fan of Green Day, Bon Jovi, Billy Idol, and she has a voice that can rival some of the great voices like Joan Jett and Pat Benatar. And she is here on this show right now. So, hi, Sabrina. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, it's been about a year, a little over a year since you were last on the show.
Yeah.
So, tell us what's been going on the last year. How has life been treating you north of the border?
Well, because of COVID and everything, I had to do everything online, virtual concerts, setting stuff to radio via the laptop. But while all that was happening, I got an opportunity to put my song Paradise Comes With a Price in an audiobook called Alone. It's written by Terrell Jackson. It's about depression and anxiety. And it comes out Monday, actually. So Monday, May 30th. So on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and on other podcast platforms. And And if you go to my social media accounts, I have all the information there to help you to find the audiobook.
Wow, that's pretty cool right there. I mean, audiobooks and podcasts are big things in our industry right now. So to be involved with that, it must be exciting for you.
Yes, it is. I've always wanted that song of mine to be in a project, to finally be heard, and now it is. So I'm happy for that.
Now,
yeah.
Tell us about the lyrics, because I hear in it, a needle in the vein, and paradise comes with the price. I mean, tell us the thoughts behind that song.
Well, I can tell you who inspired it.
Okay.
Robin Williams inspired that song.
Oh, wow.
I think I wrote that song a year or so after he passed, and I wanted to help people who were suffering depression not to give up and let go of themselves. So, yeah, he actually helped me write that song, because I was always wondering, what was he going through?
Right.
And then I had to think about it. So, and I actually haven't watched a movie of his since his passing. It's very difficult. I really liked him as an actor, so it's hard to go watch his movies.
Yeah, matter of fact, I mean, how, if you don't mind me asking, how has mental illness or issues with mental health affected your life?
Wow, that's the first time somebody asked me that question. Well, with me, COVID wasn't very helpful.
Right.
So being somebody that needs to go out and perform and network and be around people, it was very hard to stay in the house.
Yeah.
So it was very difficult, but I didn't stay home and be like, I can't do it. I found a way around it, and I'm glad I did. Because sometimes in certain situations, you need to find other ways around things to make things work. You don't just sit there and say, I give up. I don't give up on things. I try to make things work.
Right. And that's really the only way you can do things, really. You just got to do them. You got to put yourself out there, and I mean, like, I'll tell you, something that I told the audience a while back, but I have my own issues with mental health, and for me, it was really, having to get medicated and having to go to counseling, and for me, that was the path that I had to take, but. I'll tell you, what you say rings true. I mean, really, if you don't put yourself out there, if you don't try to connect with people, it can be very isolating. It can be very harmful to oneself.
Yeah, and also, thank God we have internet and we have cell phones where we can call people and FaceTime and do Skype and stuff, but still, it's not the same thing being face-to-face in front of someone, but at least you're still interacting in some way.
Right.
To keep yourself moving, or else we would be completely lost if we didn't have that. So I'm happy to have a phone.
Yeah.
So I could still talk to people around the world, not only here where I live. So, yeah, it's handy.
So what are some of the places, the stations that are playing your music? Because it's spreading around.
Oh, wow. Lots of stations. Recently, am I allowed to say the name on your station?
Yeah,
I didn't think.
Sure, go ahead. I don't mind.
I won't. Well, I'll. Okay, if you're sure.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, okay, I'll say it this way. The station that featured me a few days ago in Alberta, the Bear, used to be in Ottawa during my teenage years. Used to be here in my city, and then I don't know what happened. They took them out of Ottawa and moved them to Alberta and brought a different station here. So they switched. when I was a teenager, I always wondered if I would ever get on that station to be played. So about a year or so ago, I found them online. I'm like, isn't this the station that used to be played in Ottawa?
Right.
I contacted them, and at the time I contacted them, they didn't have a feature for up-and-coming artists. They were still working on that. So I stayed in touch because I'm like, I'm not going to lose this opportunity because I want to be on that station. So a few days ago, they played me, and they actually announced on the station that they used to be in Ottawa, and I used to listen to them. Isn't that funny? They actually said that on the air, so that's cool. And I'm happy to finally say I was played on that station. And they were actually my favorite rock station in Ottawa.
Yeah.
They got moved to Alberta, so.
Wow.
Yeah, and they moved it. Why? I don't know. But they switched it. But it happens. Stations do move.
Right.
But I'm glad I found them, and I'm glad I got that chance because I used to listen to them so much as a teenager, all the time. I'm so happy. It brings back a lot of memories back in the day.
Now, yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you could tell my audience, like, what's it like to create something from scratch and then put it out to the world and then hear it over stations that you grew up listening to? I mean, that's just the coolest feeling, you know?
Well, writing songs is very easy for me. Being in the studio, I don't get stressed in the studio. I want things to be perfect, so I'm very comfortable in the studio. But when you have your song done and it's ready to be released, when you finally get on a station you've always dreamed to be on, even if it's one airplay, it's like, wow, I finally did that goal. You know, like, I did not believe I would even get on that station. I had to really knock on the door to tell them, don't forget me when you get the feature. I want to be on it. Don't forget. I was becoming a friend talking to them so they don't forget me, because people can't forget you in the industry. There's a lot of people who want airplay, and they can forget you.
Right.
So I just rub shoulders and be nice. You have to be really nice to people if you want to get in the doors, too. You have to be very, very nice. So I rub shoulders. I talk to them. I ask them if there's any plans for up-and-coming artists. And guess what? It happened, and I'm happy. And they even told me they can play me again, but it's going to be a long list because so many people want that. I said, it's okay. I'll be back next year for another play. But, yeah, everybody deserves a chance for a feature, but maybe they'll interview me. I already asked them if they'll interview me, but they said right now we don't have that. But, I'm sure at some point they will.
Yeah, and I mean, that's one thing for sure that you've got to have is perseverance. You gotta stick to it, and you gotta keep getting your name out there. And it's not always easy, but when it works out like it's working out for you, it pays off for sure.
You just have to keep going, and if somebody says no, say it's okay. I'll go somewhere else, and then you just go forward. Don't take that no as anything, because it could be the song isn't right for the station. It could be the style. It could be the way you're singing it, or it could be the station's format. There's always something that has to fit. So, and I have gotten no's, but I've even gotten stations saying if I could play you, I would. So it's like that there's a positive and a negative, but I still got a positive thing out of it. So I don't take a no as bad, because I know I can go somewhere else and get a yes.
Right.
And I don't just have my stations on mainstream. I have it on community stations like college and university. I have it on online stations. So I don't just go to one. I spread it around, because any station playing me is good, because it does help.
Yeah.
Online stations are getting very popular now. A lot of people are going online stations too. to push their music. It's very good. I started off on online stations, and then when I got signed, I'm like, maybe I should try mainstream because I got signed, so I got in the door that way to go to those stations. So, yeah.
Good for you.
It wasn't easy. It took me a whole year to get on FM.
Yeah.
It took a lot of pushing, but I did it.
Yes, you did.
I didn't give up.
Yes, you did. Now, speaking of up and coming, I want to ask, are you working on any new music right now?
Maybe.
Can't quite say, but
I am working on another project I can mention.
Oh, absolutely.
It has to do with mental health. I'm actually doing I actually got in touch with somebody on TikTok that posts daily mental health thoughts. Like if anybody needs help, they can go to his page and get some advice. And his name is Vin. I got in contact with him. So we are posting collaboration videos spreading mental health awareness, and we already did one on TikTok. So Sabrina_Fallah is my TikTok, and if you want to follow Vin, you just go to my video with Vin, and he's tagged in the video. So,
and you have your links on SabrinaFallah.com, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
All there. Yes. All of my social media accounts is Sabrina Fallah, so it's very easy to find me. Yeah.
For sure. That's a good thing.
I make it easy. I put my name on everything. So
yeah.
Hopefully nobody else has it, but you never know.
It's a big world out there. You never know. Yeah.
Actually, funny thing, my mom went to the doctor a few years ago, and there was another girl called Sabrina Fallah in the room. And my mom's like, wait, you're Sabrina Fallah? My daughter's Sabrina Fallah. There's two Sabrina Fallahs in Ottawa.
Wow. Small world.
I am the singer, Sabrina Fallah. I don't know what the other one is. I know, small world.
Wouldn't that be something if she became a singer as well? That could get interesting.
I would like to meet the other Sabrina Fallah. If you're out there, I want to meet you. That's funny.
Yeah, that'd be something. That'd be something.
Yeah, that'd be really something.
So, again, if you could repeat, like where so Monday, May 30th, that's this Monday coming up. Alone will be released by Terrell Jackson. Where can we find it once again?
On Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and on other podcast platforms that you listen to. And they can also go to my social media. I will post all the information there as well. If they can't find it, it'll be on my page.
Okay.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all over. I even put it on TikTok. So I put a little, I know. Everybody's on TikTok.
Yeah, I've got to get on TikTok. I mean, everybody's making videos, and I probably couldn't even push play. But
my cat and my squirrels are on TikTok, and they're very popular.
That's awesome. What's your cat's name?
My cat's name is Billy. I named him Billy from Green Day, the lead singer of Green Day.
Of course.
So I had to name I name everything Billy. I am crazy Green Day fan, but they have helped me a lot, and they're the reason why I am in music. So, but that name is so beautiful. I just love Billy. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen the pictures of your cat. Beautiful cat right there.
He's black and he has beautiful green eyes, and I actually rescued him last year in February.
Oh wow!
From the Humane Society. Yeah, so he's about a year and a half. Yeah.
That's awesome, right?
He's still a baby in my eyes.
Always be your baby. That's for sure.
Always.
Now, Sabrina, I want to thank you for joining me today, and folks, check out SabrinaFallah.com. Check out the social media. This is a great artist right here. She writes great songs, and we're going to actually play 3 more from Sabrina coming up after the break. But Sabrina, I want to thank you for joining me today, and really best of luck on everything. And I certainly will be checking out Alone on Monday.
Thank you so much for having me once again, and I will certainly be back.
All right. Well, you're always welcome, no matter what. Anything you're doing,
Thank you.
I want to know about it so that we could get the people down here to check it out.
Thank you so much.